from Kim, and she can fuck all night.
I can't even believe what I've just witnessed with my own two eyes. The Tampa Bay Lightning sweep the President's Trophy winning Florida Panthers. What the hell? Now, listen. Like I said on my stream with Casey prior to this series, I had Tampa winning this in 6. What happened? But before we get into Game 4, obviously I didn't do the Game 3 recap. I was out of town. So let's just go ahead and talk about that briefly. So in Game 3, the Lightning pretty much just handled business. In the first period, Corey Perry would strike first for the Bolts as a slap shot from the blue line from Ryan McDonough was deflected by Corey Perry past Bobrovsky into the net, making it 1-0 Lightning 13 minutes into the first period. 3 minutes later, Sam Reinhart would score for the Florida Panthers. And let's give a round of applause. It only took them, 21 tries to get their first power play goal of this playoff? I'm sorry, that's terrible. And by the way, the Florida Panthers would go 1 for 25 on the power play this playoff. President's Trophy winners, y'all. So we have a tied game at 1 apiece going into the second period. In the second period, it wouldn't even take 3 minutes for the Lightning to strike first. This was an Eric Chernak snipe over the shoulder of Bobrovsky, top shelf on the net. Beauty of a goal, 2-1 Lightning. And then we got to witness a classic Stammer time one time. 10 minutes into the second period, as Kucherov would pass cross-eyes, Stamkos would not be denied. Just bombed it past Bobrovsky. And it's just Stamkos being Stamkos. 3-1 Lightning going into the third. There would be no more goals until Bobrovsky was pulled, which would lead to 2 Tampa empty netters, Kucherov and Stamkos. And that was it for Game 3. The Lightning take it 5-1. This was the first game of a back-to-back stretch. Wasn't really expecting the Bolts to take both those games. But, speaking of Game 4, let's talk about it. The Tampa Bay Lightning shut out, or should I say Vasilevsky shut out, the Florida Panthers in Game 7 by a final score of 2-0 in a really whack game. No goals in the first period. The Lightning scored twice in the second period, or so they thought they did. The Tampa Bay Lightning had back-to-back goals that were both overturned, which is something you don't see very often. 1, common. 2 in a row, not very common at all. The first goal that was called back was a goal scored by Alex Killorn. The Florida Panthers challenged that the puck went out of play and that the refs missed it. Did it go out of play? Probably. You know why I say probably? Because of Andre Palat's body language. Andre Palat didn't celebrate the Killorn goal. As soon as the out of play happened, he just kind of looked disappointed in himself, whatever, since he flung it out. I mean, he gave away through body language that, yeah, it did go out of play. Here's my issue. There was no conclusive evidence. You know why there was no conclusive evidence? Because this goal was being reviewed for 10 minutes by the referees. They sat there, talked to Toronto, staring at their little iPads on the ice for 10 minutes. If there is clear, conclusive evidence for something to be overturned, you should have a verdict within 3 minutes. I'm sorry, it should not take 10 minutes to review something and then decide, yeah, there's conclusive evidence. That was my issue with it. How can you say that there's conclusive evidence when you have to sit down and replay it over and over and over and over and look at it for that long and then say that there's conclusive evidence? That's where I had a problem. Did it go out of play? Probably. Was there conclusive evidence? No, there was not. I really think Andre Palat's body language is why they overturned the call. I genuinely think that's what happened. So, oh well, whatever. A couple of minutes later, Anthony Cirelli would win a face-off right back to Kucherov. Kucherov would waste no time and put it in the back of the net. An absolute snipe. And, well, here we go. Another challenge. This time, challenging a hand pass. And, yeah, it was a hand pass. Anthony Cirelli had used his glove to win the face-off rather than the stick. This was a fair and conclusive decision. The last one, not so much. But still, very frustrating for the Tampa Bay Lightning. But honestly, it kind of sparked a momentum change the way I saw it. The Lightning were getting outplayed from the very beginning of this game. I think the first period shots 20-something to 6. It was bad. I wish I could find the stats of just the first period alone, but it wasn't pretty. The overall game, the Panthers had outshot the Lightning 49-26. Almost double the Lightning's shots. I think it's safe to say the Panthers outplayed the Lightning, at least for the first half of the game. But these back-to-back goals called back, I think, really sparked a momentum shift for the Lightning. I think the Lightning were just pissed after that. We're like, okay, yeah, we're shutting this shit down. So, we go into the third period, scoreless. 6 minutes in, Bogosian would take a shot on net, and it was about to bounce over Bobrovsky and into the net, and Maroon whacked it anyway, even though he didn't really need to because it looked like it was going to go in regardless. And Maroon smacks the puck to the ground, and it had just enough rolling on it that it just slowly and painfully for the Panthers went past that goal line and just went in for the goal. Now, obviously, everybody expected this to happen at some point. A Patrick Maroon goal assisted by Zach Bogosian. But anyways, that makes it 1-0 Tampa early in the third. And then just nothing. 30 seconds left in the game. Andre Palat with the empty netter to seal the sweep for the Tampa Bay Lightning over the President's Trophy winning in-state rival Florida Panthers. Now, I said this last year, and I'll say it again this year. Tampa runs the entire state of Florida. Why is it that the Florida Panthers get to have Florida as their name? I think we should change names. I think the Tampa Bay Lightning should be renamed the Florida Lightning, and I think the Panthers have to go by Miami. I think it's fair. I think it's very fair. You know, you see the Los Angeles Angels, they be changing their name every other year. Anaheim Angels, Los Angeles Angels, Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They be changing their name every other year, man. And it's like it's been done before, right? So it's like, obviously I'm being satire with this, but still, the Lightning are more deserving of the Florida title than the Florida Panthers are, clearly. The most impressive part about the Lightning's sweep in this series, other than Andre Vasilevsky, was the fact that they did not have Braden Point for a single game. Vasilevsky, by the way, had a 49-save shutout and an NHL record 6th shutout in a series-clinching game. Vasilevsky is on a different planet. He is the best goaltender in the world, and when the playoffs began, he is a brick wall. Now, he started off kind of shaky in the Toronto series, gave up a lot of goals, but geez, dude, ever since the third period of Game 6 of the first round, he has just been insane. Like, absolutely insane. A 49-save shutout is virtually unheard of. So, the fact that, Vasilevsky did this, that's just incredible. John Cooper was asked about the team performance in the press conference, and he said that it's incredible because this team is playing like they have never won a cup and they're chasing it for the first time. And it's totally true. The Lightning are playing insane. The Lightning have truly been the Lightning. It's very, very fun to watch, and we're witnessing one of the greatest hockey teams in history right now with our own two eyes. So, like, regardless of whether you're a Tampa fan or not, you have to just cherish what you're watching. Love or hate Tampa, you have to respect it. These guys are insane. One of the best teams in history, without a doubt. And I think we're getting to very close territory with dynasty talks. Some people are already there. In the last 30 years, 5 teams have gone back-to-back. The Lightning are the first of those 5 teams to make it past the second round after winning back-to-back. So they're already the best team of the last 5 back-to-back winners. Kind of a useless ESPN-esque stat there, but, I'm just spitting things. Anyways, man, it is an incredible journey the Lightning have been on since the Toronto series. The Lightning await the winner of the Carolina Hurricanes versus New York Rangers series, regardless of who comes out on top in that series. I really strongly believe the Lightning will win. I think Toronto was a team that was more than capable. That was way more than capable of winning the Stanley Cup. And ever since the Lightning got past them in 7, I've had nothing but confidence. I had confidence that they'd beat the Florida Panthers, just swept them, and I have the utmost confidence that either the Rangers or the Hurricanes will be less skilled than the Panthers or Maple Leafs. As long as the Lightning stay healthy, there's no reason that they should lose the Eastern Conference Final. Now, by the way, this is the Lightning's 8th Eastern Conference Final in 11 years. Think about that. That is insane. The Lightning just, again, one of the best teams we've ever seen. 8 Eastern Conference Final appearances in 11 years. It's almost kind of funny to think that they've only made the Cup 3 out of those 8 times, but still, 8 Eastern Conference Final appearances in 11 years. That is incredible. Anyways, we will see what happens with Carolina and New York, and the Lightning just get to rest. That being said, I'm Chief Straight Bolts. Thanks for watching. Go Bolts, baby. And unreal. Peace out.